What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels, back with more diecast, and today is Fast Friday, so we're going to be going over some of the newest Fast and the Furious premiums from Hot Wheels. So this is the second newest 5-car set. The newest one has the R34 painted like Brian Supra from the first movie, so this is the second one. I've had a really hard time finding premiums recently in stores, so a friend was able to pick up all these at Walmart for me, which I was pumped about because I have not seen a single car from this release yet myself in person. So and we're going to take a look at all 5 cars and then compare them to their previous releases, because every single one of these are a re-release. So there are unfortunately no new castings in this line, but the good thing about it is probably these 4 are very highly sought after castings that they have only released a few times before. The R33 from the first movie, the S14, they've only released once before. The Eclipse now is on its 3rd time, and the Skyline is on its 2nd time. But these vary a little bit from the previous releases, so we'll take a look at the difference between those. Same with the NSX, there's a previous version of that too. So we'll take a look at each of those and then compare them to what has previously been released, see which version is better, see if it's worth spending your money on one of the original Fast R34s, or is this version okay? Well, you know, is this the more accurate one? We'll take a look at each of those and see what's the deal with them, because Hot Wheels has been releasing so many of these Fast and the Furious cars, it's hard to keep up. I have this line to completion. The only thing I'm missing, obviously, is the new 5-pack or 5-car set that we were just talking about. So I'm excited to bust these open and compare them. So the Eclipse, this is the 3rd version of this car so far. One interesting thing about this line is it actually doesn't have like original Fast or Euro Fast or Full Force or whatever. It just says 1 of 5. So they've kind of changed it up. I don't know if this set actually has a name. I'm sure it has a name online, because like the SKU, like the set actually has a name somewhere in the system. I don't know what it is though. So let's go ahead and open this, and then we'll take a look at the old ones and see which is the more accurate one, or which one is the best one, like best bang for your buck, really. So this car has been released 3 times. It's never been a basic, like a mainline car, but this coming spring, I think in March, it's scheduled to be in the Fast and the Furious Walmart release. So we are going to get a basic version of this car, which I know will make a lot of people happy, because this is one of the more iconic car from the series. So okay, this version has a few differences between the previous releases. First off, the carbon hood seems to be a little bit darker, like there's a little less weave pattern, the white weave pattern in it. It does have the black wheels, which in the movie itself, the car had a 7-spoke silver wheel. So in terms of wheels, probably the original release from the original Fast line had the closest to the movie wheels. They look a little dated here. They look a little too small for the wheel well, in my opinion, but they're probably closest to being the most movie accurate. So that's to say a lot there if you want more movie accurate, or if you want it to look better, because I think this version with the 9 or 10 spoke wheels looks pretty darn good. Like the wheels look good on this car, even though they're not screen accurate. They look awesome on it. So if you're going for realism or what you like the best, kind of depends on which version of this car you like more. So the pattern, like I said, the pattern weave here is a little lighter. The first version had a little bit different headlights. There you can see it has more detail, but I don't know if it looks more realistic. These have the same detail, but they're almost fogged over like you're looking through a lens. So I think that is probably more realistic, but these kind of look better. So again, what are you going for? So that's the first one. The chassis are all the same. This one has like I would say a satin black chassis. The original one has more of a matte chassis. The new one has an absolutely flat black chassis. So when we compare these two, you can definitely see the carbon weave on the new hood is a lot tighter. It's a lot darker. It even looks like the roof tampos are a little larger when you compare them to the older one too. The same, like similar headlight style. It's got that like realistic style with like a little fog over them. So this one has, it looks like a black Toyo tires, or a very, very dark blue. It's hard to tell. But the previous one, as you can see there, had like brighter blue versions. All the tampos on these aren't the best. Like the newest one definitely has the best tampos because you can't see like the printer lines in them as easy. Like here you can see like the lines that are almost like decals that got clear coated over. rather than traditional tampos. And there you can see those as well. Like that one almost even has like a little tear in it where it got stretched and then clear coated a little bit. So in terms of realism, I think the first one looks the most realistic. The second one I think I like the best just because I think the wheels look good on it. This one has a little bit better tampo quality. The tampos are a little bigger, probably a little more accurate, but those black wheels are probably the farthest from being screen accurate. So overall, it's whatever you kind of prefer. Do you want a more realistic one, or do you want one that looks better in your opinion? That's kind of which one of those you'll end up with. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. If you're going realism, I would get the original Fast. If you're going for looks, I think this one, the second one, looks the best because this one looks the farthest from being real. The black wheels don't look bad on it, but I think the silver wheels look better with the body. So that is the first one. Let's see, what is the second one? So the second one is the Nissan 240SX, the S14. So Letty's car from the race war scene is probably where it's most viewed at in the movie. It's a good looking car. I love that style S14. I like the nose on that. Looks good. Okay. Whoop. All right, let's check this out. So this one has black wheels. In the movie, the car actually had 5 spoke wheels, but they were like dual spoke wheels. So technically, I guess they were 10 spoke, but they looked a lot different. They're more 5 spoke-ish. Car looks pretty good. I don't know what it is about getting scratches on the window with Hot Wheels recently, because I've come across that a lot. And the tampos on this look pretty good. The license plate looks good. The taillights look good. You can kind of tell, like, that's one thing I do not like, is that they use whatever kind of graphics they're using or tampo style, that is horrible. Like, it does not look good. Like, it looks like it was almost like pointillism, like the art style where you like all the dots. Like, that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look realistic at all. And for $6-7, whatever these are now, these should look a lot more realistic than that. So let's see, I'm trying to think. So let's take again, I've been pulling out this chaser a lot recently. Like, look how clear those look. Like, those look a lot better than, like, if you compare like that, like Yokohama right there. Look how small that font is. It's pretty clear. And then you go down here to the Toyo, and it looks like a custom. Like, it doesn't look like it came from the factory that way. It's not the best. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's open the original Fast one and take a look at that and compare here. Man, some of these original Fast cars, like this set has been selling for a lot of money. Like, it was selling for over $100 for all 5. So, man, that one's pretty clean too. You can see a little bit of the tampos there, like the printer style. The license plate doesn't look bad. Look how good that graphic looks. Holy smokes, that looks great. Look how horrible the new one looks. Oh, man. It's a shame to see Hot Wheels consistently go downhill. Like, why don't they just keep the same style? Like, look how bad that is. The new one looks terrible. This one looks great. What changed between 2019 or 2020 and now that made them look so bad? Ugh, geez, I don't know. That's an L for Hot Wheels on that one. Ooh, 2 different license plates. Interesting. So there are 2 different license plates on the car. I don't know which one is screen accurate. I'm going to have to overlay that in the video because I'm not sure. Dang, I don't know. And what is that? Look at that chip out of the wing. Bro, Hot Wheels, come get it together. My gosh. And there's a chip right there. Oh my gosh. Dude, Hot Wheels is killing me. Okay, let's look at the old one. The old one does not have any chips, does it? No, minty fresh. Okay, so like I was saying, in real life, this car had wheels that were closer to this because they were silver. They weren't chrome, but they were 5-spoke. These are 6-spoke. Hands down, if you're going to get one of these cars, original Fast version. Like, this new one is kind of trash. It is. Like, the tampos on it are not good. And I would like to find out which one of the license plates is the real one. That might help you decide. But, like, if you compare just the side tampos, like, for sure, this one is winning. So, hands down, original Fast, if you're going for Letty's S14. because the new one just is not, like, the quality control on these things are starting to slip, which is a bummer because I love this line, but that's trash. Okay, trash, new S14 trash. Just don't worry about that one. Okay, I'm worried now. So this is number 3 about the rest of them, because that's not looking too good either. So this is the R33 from the first movie. All right, let's see how this looked. So in the movie, the car had like almost like mesh style wheels. They were like white or silver in the center and had like chrome lip. So these are not anywhere near accurate, but for some reason they've gone with all black wheels on this. The Skyline has it. All of them have it. They're all black wheels in this set. So I'm not sure if that's just a thing they're doing. I don't know why. What is that in the Gretty? Oh, there it goes. I was like, what is that? The tampos on this, not looking so hot. Again, it looks like it came off an inkjet printer at home. Like, that's a GTR logo. That is trash. Oh, Hot Wheels, this whole series has sucked so far. Let's see. Man, that side tampo is not great. The headlights are okay. I don't know. This isn't the best. Okay. All right, let's open the original one, the OG one, because it's already looking better. Although I hate those wheels. I hate the vintage racing wheels, but it was probably the closest wheels that Hot Wheels had, at least at the time, that came close to like the mesh style wheels in the actual movie. Like, look how clear that graphic is. Bro, come on. Look at that. Look at the new one. The new one looks like someone like tried to paint it on by hand. This one actually looks like it's a decal. Man, I don't know what is going on with Hot Wheels and the tampos, but I would definitely go with the original, even though I really don't like those wheels. Let's take a look at the headlights. I don't know. Not a huge difference in the headlights. Let's look at the back. I'm nervous. Not great. Really not great on either. It's terrible that the new one is better than the old one, but the new one still isn't great. Yikes. Oh, man. If I had to pick, though, I think I would go with the side tampo being the best over this one, because this doesn't really look good. So if you're going to go for the best version, I think the original Fast is the version to go with that. Better, more realistic looking wheels, and just a better tampos in general. I don't know what's going on with Hot Wheels and these like new style of tampos, but they are not it. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, 4 to 5, the R34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. I actually like those wheels. The modern 5-spoke wheels are some of my favorite new Hot Wheels wheels. This casting, oh my gosh, we have got it 5 times regularly. There's been 5 mainline versions of this, or like basics. This is the second premium. The first one is up there that we'll take a look at. This has also come in the ID line right there. And then I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. So we've gotten, what is that, 8 different versions of this car. A lot of them are increasingly less realistic too. But man, this one looks good. Tampos look better on this one. I don't know if it's the background color is a little more forgiving, but they look cleaner on this one. They still have that like inkjet printer line to them though. The headlights don't look too bad. This one has been, I think, the best overall one so far. So let's take a look to the first one. So in the actual movie, I'm trying to think. I think this had 5 or 6 spoke wheels. I don't think they were chrome. I think they were silver. But let's look at both of these. So they are a little bit different color. The newest one, the silver, is a little more dark. I don't know if it's coming off on the movie, or on the video like that, but in real life it looks like that. I would say the headlights on the new one are probably better, but it looks like the tampos are more accurate on the old one. Like the intercooler sprayer, the GTR, and the grille looks more clear. That one looks like kind of messy, but the headlights on the new one appear to be a little better, or at least fill the space more. These actually might look more realistic. So if we go on the hood, not a huge difference there. The old one or the new one, I think both look good. Those aren't bad. The old one, it does have those printer lines on it too. So either way, I don't think either of them are that bad. Let's see, tail wise. So I think I prefer the new one. I think the new one has a little bit better tampos for like the Nissan logo, even though you can see it, that one almost says Nissan, where this one just is nothing. I don't know. That's a toss-up. Let me know in the comments. Both have blue wings. Both have mostly flat black chassis. But I don't know. This one is more realistic to the movie, at least. It's closer to the wheels, so I would still probably lean towards the original. But if that one's too expensive, this one still looks pretty good. And honestly, if you painted those silver or even just use a silver Sharpie, this would probably be the more accurate one. But this one doesn't look bad. So in between these, really it's a toss-up whether you like the black wheels or the more realistic wheels to the movie. Either one, those are good. So to me, that was definitely better than some of the other ones. So all right, and lastly, we have the 2017 Acura NSX. So this is the second time we're getting it. This was the first time. I don't think it's been a regular release yet, but this was Roman's car in Fast 9. I'm trying to think, man, it's all these cloud together, like when you're trying to think of all the different cars. I know he used it, I think it was in the one street scene, which doesn't really tell you a lot because there's tons of street scenes in that, but overall, it's a good casting. This is not a Fast and the Furious specific casting. It is just the NSX into the Fast and the Furious line. So the tampos on this look pretty good, and I think that does have something to do with the silver because the R34 looked the same way. It's a little more forgiving. It's not bad on the front end. The headlights aren't terrible. The Acura logo on the hood isn't bad. The color is good. In real life, the car had, I believe it was like 5-spoke wheels that were, they might have been the original Acura wheels, but they were just like Letty's, or more similar to Letty's 5 spokes in that they were dual 5 spokes. So these probably are closer than the previous wheel. So let's open up this one. This is the Full Force. What year was this from? There you can see the rest of the cars in that one. This was from 2020. So I'm going to eventually do a giant Fast and the Furious video showing every single car, all the ID, all the Walmart, all the premiums, everything. Once I get them, like I'll have to do some unboxing and stuff. Man, this looks pretty good though. Those headlight tampos are nice. These are the vintage racing wheels. I guess you could say they could pass for those similar style wheels. I just don't like them because every time I've seen them, they've been on a Shelby, like a Cobra or a GT350 or something like that. To me, they're more Ford wheels than definitely don't belong on a modern Acura. So let's take a look at the tampos. So neither of these cars have license plates. The new one here has like a flat black chassis. This one has more like a satin because it does have a little like shine to it. This one has no shine. So the new one has more red in the tampos, which I think looks better. Definitely better wheels overall. Man, it's been in the package too long. Let's see. Okay. So I definitely think, oh, man, maybe the old one. The old one looks like it might have a little bit better headlight tampos, but they're very similar. So this is one that it's probably close enough on everything that it comes down to wheel choice for you. I think the new one, actually, the wheels look better on it. So a rare win for the new one. So I would definitely pick the new NSX over this one, just based on the wheels. But both cars look good. So, okay, there you have it. The newest Fast and the Furious, or the second newest Fast and the Furious premium set. Let me know in the comments what you think of these, if you've bought any of these sets, if you have the originals, like, or the first releases of some of these models, and how they compare, how you think they compare. But I don't know. Some of the tampos, I'm a little mad about some of the tampos on the cars because they are not up to scuff. Like, they're not up to the current standard of quality. So if you're comparing, I know this is another one, but like, look how clear all those tampos are on this car. That was $15. And I mean, it is a stunner. I mean, look how tiny those are, and they all look good. Look at that little Japanese on there. None of it is unreadable. I mean, so when you have a car and you can't read like the GTR logo or Nissan on the back, that's a little bit of a problem. I know these are a little different. They're $3 or $4 or $5 off that Mini GT, but you like to see good quality no matter what. And if they're capable of good quality like this, you hate to see it go down in quality because that's just a bummer. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. Look forward to hearing what your thoughts about the Fast and the Furious line in general. I'm going to collect the line for as long as they make it because I've already made it this far, so there's no stopping at this point. So I really appreciate you watching. This is Sam, 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Lamely Group, what else did I say? Discord, whatnot, everywhere basically at 64 Wheels. And I'll have some more content coming soon. So happy Friday, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.